All right, all of you wonderful boys and girls, Mark Centerline Systems. Hey, we're still out here in the West Patio studio, kind of just shooting a couple videos. And before I'm going to do this video is going to be just a really quick one on some other ways to configure and use the MMP. But I got to throw myself under the bus here just one more time today. You know you're like a northerner when it gets to like 68 degrees and a hoodie is too warm. You're like, I'm like, okay, it's getting hot outside. Like it's 60, it's like, I think it's like 67 degrees right now. And I'm like, oh, it's too hot. I got to go take that hoodie off. Time out, I'm sweating. All right, anyway, I hope it's the same wherever you are, where it's just a nice, comfortable day. Hey, so on to this point. So already had some really cool comments on the MMP, so actually going to give one individual shout out. Gosh, I apologize. I think it was Peter who said this. But yeah, take your MMP and use it like a beaver tail. That's another way you could do it because it's got, you know, chasm buckles in all the four corners. So if you've got a rucksack with attachment points, yeah, you could attach it on the bottom of the rucksack and then attach it up near the top. Use it as a beaver tail to help retain, you know, other items. I think he mentioned specifically a Mitch helmet, you know, like a ballistic helmet, but you could even put your wet clothes and things like that back there too. But so I've been playing around with mine. This is the one I showed in the previous video. So I've already got my other one still set up, right? The original field testing one. And that's in my vehicle right now. But this is the one I've been messing around with, trying to think of what I'm going to do for hunting this year. See the previous video also on our 1022 pouch. What I can't call it that. Ruger, don't sue me. Like I said, we ain't going to call it the 1022 pouch. But whoever, you know, see the previous video, we've got a little contest going. Whoever helps me name that thing is going to get a free one. But because of my mobility issues, and maybe you're the same as me, you know, I'm rethinking how I'm hunting, what I'm carrying, you know, blah, blah, and blah. So again, I think I'm going to probably go with my MMP on the left side, and I'm going to show you what I'm thinking right now for the setup. And then my mother on the right side, just, you know, so I've got water and additional, you know, whatever, lickies, chewies, or, you know, whatever it is I need to carry on that side, because I'm just not going to be able to walk trails and stuff. My mobility is getting better, but when my hip going, it's going to be a lot more road hunting type of stuff. So again, MMP on the back of the car seat, just throw it over my shoulder, 1022, go get a grouse, hopefully, you know, knock on wood. But here's what I'm probably thinking of doing. And again, I'm not 100% sure, but I just took a dump pouch, you know, an old dump pouch I have, and I just mounted onto the leading edge of it. And that's probably where I'm gonna throw my birds in there. I'll have some plastic bags. I will have a saw, and I'll either have a saw or a knife in here, or both. I might rig my knife on the backside because, you know, my state, you just have to have one wing on it, and they're simple to do. We've been, God bless it, 148th is out training today, and we've already had, you know, and it's fun, you know, when they fly low and slow over you and afterburners and all that stuff. He's far enough to the north, I don't think that's going to be too much of a deal. But as I was just saying, I'll probably just throw my grouse breasts right in here as I'm walking, you know, take the grouse, dress it right then and there, you know, cut off the wing, leave one wing on, put it in a plastic bag and just throw it in my dump pouch. I'll probably carry my handgun because I don't care if it's northern Minnesota or wherever it is. I can't beat a 6-point deer. I don't care, even in my best of days. A 6-point deer, you know? Hell, I remember like 5 or 6 years ago being stupid and a pine marten, and I'm like, you know, what the hell am I thinking? That pine marten would put a world of hurt on me. So I'll probably carry my handgun right up there. I'll probably have my gap pouch right here. This will either be my gap pouch with lickies and chewies, or this will be my first aid kit, the MDP that we make for Black Scout Survival. That's on my other one right now. I'm probably going to put my med kit here because I can put a bunch of those lickies and chewies into my mother canteen carrier. But I also have space down below, and I'm hoping this shows up. Let me just kind of fold this so we can kind of see. But don't forget, you know, if you're mounting other items, so this is a set of the keepers that we use, squimbies. And I just threw it on there so you could see what I'm talking about. You could still mount other items even below the surface area of the MMP, and they would just hang down a little bit. But as long as you've got a molly thing and you can attach it to another item, you could even get more items going along the side or the bottom. So I don't know if I'll use this space. I'll probably keep that open. Or I might move the med kit down there just to have a little bit more weight along the bottom part, because hopefully I'll be throwing some grouse breasts in there, baby. That's it, just a down and dirty on the MMP. We'll have more and more videos coming out, you know, kind of just some options, loadouts. And again, I'm pretty sure, God, it was Peter or I apologize, sir. You know who you are. And you're in the comments, but that was a really good idea. You know, using it as a beaver tail. I had not thought about that. So I really, honestly, I think that's what makes you guys all great, you know, men and women. You know, you guys come up with your own ways. I'm envisioning this way, and I'm thinking I can see pretty good, you know, left and right limits, but then somebody will throw something from total left field like, hey, what about doing this? I'm like, I didn't even think about that. That's a pretty damn good idea. All right. I think that wraps it up. Wrapping it up. Is that wrapping it up? Different spoon? Oh, that's right. Spoon's not here. All right. So anyway, I hope you guys are having a great weekend. Reach out anytime if you got questions, comments. You know, small game and large game is right around the corner here in Minnesota. So I'm getting all excited, and the weather, again, it's 60 some degrees and it's too hot for a hoodie. So I'm pissed, but that's kind of making me laugh. But reach out anytime. If you got questions, comments, I'll do the best I can to help you out. Until then, keep thinking, keep moving, never quit. All right, everybody, be good. Woo!